Day 4, Martin, full of incidents, probably the biggest crash I've seen in an IACC boat, and kind of sad, really, to see how much damage it did.
Well, to be honest, it's been kind of hard to keep up as well. There's been so much going on, but the replays we've seen, we're going to be looking at it soon, that crash, it's sickening, actually. It's the most sickening thump that you've ever seen, and here we're flying into it now to see pre-start.
Yeah, well, the pre-start, and it's this moment, and it was late in the pre-start. He left trying to change sides, a misjudgment by the front of the boat, and just look at this impact and the effect that it has on the boat that got hit. It is huge as they come in.
This is it now.
And just amazing that no one was hurt. I understand Tom Burnham got a few stitches, but wow, big damage.
Well, there's the damage to the bow, but you're telling me no more about the boat structure than I do, that as they collide, it's not so much the boat in the background, which is a Aleph USA 98, it's more 87, as this impact comes in now.
Well, the issue being is the impact is just aft of where the running backstays attached to the boat, and of course that is a high load structural part of the boat, and I think the repair job to fix that, think of it like a pane of glass, and the impact with the carbon fibre means that really that whole area of the boat is probably shattered.
It's absolutely horrendous. The sound it got me. It was the crunchy noise of it, and it reminded me in some ways. We were just talking before about Luna Rossa and BMW Oracle Racing back in Valencia, where you had Chris Dixon at the helm, driving in, and on that occasion you could see the Fortec man could see that was going to happen. I think it was Brad Webb, and he was running.
He was out of there.
He was out. He was gone. But Gilles André there, who was on the foredeck for Aleph, you see him hanging on. You see the guy in the back hanging on to the telemetry bar, and then I think also that when the impact happens and that great plume of water comes off to leeward of the Azura boat, well, it was just hideous.
No, it's heinous. And look, what we've got set up now is a little clip that really talks about the loadings on these boats, and we'll just have a quick look at that.
To see why an America's Cup yacht is under so much strain, you first need to look underwater. More than 85% of the boat's weight is in the keel, and while that's pulling the middle of the hull down, immense tension on the stays that hold the mast in place are pulling the ends and sides of the yacht upwards. Factor in enough sails to cover a Kiwi quarter-acre section, and the force of the ocean, and up to 100 tons, that's the weight of 20 elephants, can be focused on the centre of the hull. The result is less like a yacht than a drawn bow.
Nice little piece. Now, of course, the reason we've looked at that is just to illustrate the loadings that the boat, the stress the structure of the boat is under, to get it back to that, that integrity. It's a huge job in terms of what the boat builders and the engineers have got to undertake. And of course, safety is paramount. And if the boat isn't structurally sound, there's always a question mark.
Well, actually, funnily enough, going back to that business with Luna Rossa and Oracle, it was the same issue then. It was around about the same point where you've got such a huge load on there where the running backstays come in. I mean, the tension there, we're looking at what, 15 tons on that back, 20 tons on that backstay, and that's an absolutely crucial part of the boat. And you mentioned to me before a rippling effect of where the boat crunches in. It's a lot of work,
and that's a bigger hit than what we saw in Valencia. I mean, the Valencian one was big, but that one was massive. So it's all really kind of sad. And then the day sort of carried on, and we thought we were going to get racing underway, but in fact, one of the Mascalzoni boats had a rigging problem where the jockey pole attaches to the mast.
Yep.
That fitting had broke, so they brought the boats back into the harbour to fix the fitting, and that got fixed about 5 o'clock, and they were all set to go back out, but what happened?
The wind died.
The wind died. Peter Reggio out at sea said, sorry guys, no point in coming out, no wind, so that was it for the day.
Well, it's a real shame as well, because the conditions that gave us these matches were fabulous. I was out there until the plug was pulled, and there we have the results. Flight 10, Match 1, Synergy win over Luna Rossa. Match 2, Artemis beating BMW Oracle. That was a superb start by Terry Hutchinson, which got that win in. I found out today, actually, that Artemis is the goddess of the hunt in Greek mythology. And that's why that has a sort of drawn bow on the bow, looking back at that bow that we were looking at before. Team Origin beat All for One. Aleph, well, that was that black flag. Azura get the point for that. There were 2 flags plus the black flag, so Azura win that heinous crime, if you like, by Aleph. And then Luna Rossa over Emirates Team New Zealand. Bit of a surprise there. Good win for Luna Rossa. I was watching that. The crew work wasn't as slick as usual on the Emirates Team New Zealand boat, and Luna Rossa had the right-hand advantage all the way around, had started off on starboard and made that pay. Ed Baird and Torben Grail, a little bit loose like we talk about, but that was the end of the day, and there should have been maybe twice as many races.
Well, that was a huge day, full of incidents. Day 4, Louis Vuitton Trophy here in La Maddalena. My word, full of crashes and incidents. Points leaderboard, Artemis and Synergy yet to be beaten. They're on. They haven't lost a race yet. All for One and Azura, 2 wins, 2 losses. Team Origin coming back, I see there, Martin. And then these 2 teams, Mascalzoni and Aleph, they've had a point deducted because of crashes. Emirates Team New Zealand, 1-1. They got beaten today, of course, by Luna Rossa, so that's their point on the board. And would you believe BMW Oracle Racing yet to win a race? Now, that surprises me. But day 4, what a day.